to episode 38 of Thinking Outside the Pod. I will be the host for this episode, Jimmy, and I'm joined by...
Me, Patrick. Welziak is out on patrol.
I don't know what he's doing. He's being Welziak somewhere.
He's probably on a spaceship to the moon right now.
He keeps going there.
Every time he leaves, he goes there.
Well, too bad he's gone, and we have a few things to talk about.
We have some good stuff.
Yeah, first things first. We kind of every week at least kind of go into like what's trending on Twitter and kind of some of the top trending hashtags. And I went on there a couple days ago, and I know we can hear that pretty well.
No, you can't.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have eaten gum right before the podcast.
I don't eat gum. I just chew on it.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can just get rid of it.
You want a piece of paper to throw it on?
No, I'm gonna try to swallow it.
You're gonna try to swallow it.
Mm-hmm.
Gum isn't the easiest thing to swallow.
I know.
You really gonna swallow it?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'm
I
sure
want to get rid of it.
That's not good for you, though, man. You're not supposed
fine.
to. You're not supposed to eat gum.
Done. Okay.
Oh,
Better. Oh man, audio is so much better.
No, it's not.
It's fine.
I'm sure this isn't the first piece you've eaten today.
No, it's fine. It's food. It's just regular food.
It's not food. It's made from like fucking shit that's not good for your stomach to eat.
It's fine. It's just gonna get digested like anything.
No, it won't. It like sticks to your the lining of your stomach and stuff, and it like coats it in like this. You know how like when you blow a bubble, that's the way it coats your stomach. So it's like watch.
Oh man, you got the video going. He's gonna try to blow a bubble.
Nope,
like that.
It's too small. But the way it stretches like this though. That's the way it looks in your stomach.
Oh, okay. Like that?
Yeah,
well,
like it holds in. You can't crap for like a day or two.
It's not true.
It is true.
I'm sure I'm not going to have any problem with that.
Well, if you're taking a laxative, you won't. And this is going to like fart bubbles and stuff.
No,
Jimmy,
that's not true.
You're not supposed to eat gum.
No,
gum. We're gonna. No, I'm not gonna eat gum.
Eat gum.
Hell no.
All right, we'll look it up.
I'm
at
trying
some
to lose
point.
all the weight I can. I'm not trying to like retain it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, if you're right, then that's true, but it's not right.
We're gonna have to look this up.
We'll look it up at some point.
I'm gonna look it up later.
But yeah, the top trending hashtags, and one of the ones that I found that was kind of funny, and I don't follow football other than kind of the fantasy football side of it, my team, but a top trending thing.
I love football.
Yeah, Patrick does. And a top trending hashtag I saw was kind of unfortunate for this football team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I know. I love the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it's like it used to be America's team, and I don't know if
they still are.
Yeah, well, in Patrick's mind, they still are, but
in everyone's mind.
But I guess they played in London
They're
recently?
the world's team now. Yeah, they play in London.
Man, international.
As soon as we can get a game scheduled in Mars, and I'm sure Jerry Jones is working on it, will be the universe's team.
Oh no, well
or at least the galaxies.
Okay, well we got a video kind of talking about that.
And they've got the stars on their helmets, so we can't wait to see them in space.
Oh yeah, that's where they belong. But
they're called the Cowboys. I don't think Cowboys. Well, Space Cowboys, huh?
Yeah,
huh?
that's a thing.
Happen.
That's Cowboys and Aliens. Was that that movie?
That was another good one. They should rename the Redskins Aliens
with James Bond and Han Solo.
And that way it'll be the Cowboys versus Aliens instead of the Redskins.
To modernize it.
Yeah, so like they kill two birds with one stone. They get rid of a kind of prejudice name.
Kind of.
Like
yeah. It's actually prejudice.
Yeah, it's a slur, man. I mean, I looked it up a couple times on different websites like Merriam Dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, and most of them say slur.
It
is. And I read one of them that went far as to say that it's meant to be not because of the color of their skin, but like the red war paint stuff that they wear. So I mean, I don't know if that makes it any better, but
well, no, it
still sounds awful.
No matter the origin of it, it's still a bet.
And then like what is it? Jon Stewart had that like a reporter. I think it was I forgot what his name was.
Yeah.
But he went out and talked to a bunch of Native Americans, and he went and talked to a bunch of Redskin fans, Washington fans, and he asked them that, towards the end of the interview, he asked them, he's like, well, would you still go see the team if they changed the name? They're like, absolutely. It's like, well, what the fuck is the point now? Yeah, there's no reason not to change it now. Oh, my God.
I mean, if you really like a team and you really like the name, that's not fine. I mean, it's bad, but it's okay. But if you have knowledge that name like offends even one person,
Man, you don't have like the Atlanta Negroes or
right.
like the Kentucky Crackers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, so I wasn't really going to talk about this, but yeah, I mean, I don't see the argument. I mean, it's an institution. It'll probably cost them a lot of money to change it and
Like
new
all the-
merchandise and
yeah,
stuff.
maybe
But
you're right. You're probably right about
that's
that.
probably the main reason why like the team isn't actually doing it.
We gotta make 3 million bumper stickers that say aliens on it now. Are you kidding me?
Washington Aliens. I like that.
I like that too.
I-
Cowboys versus aliens. It
Yeah,
works,
I mean,
man.
the rivalry will still exist.
The rivalry.
The rivalry.
The rivalry will
The
exist.
bubble gum is messing
You
up
see
my
what
speech.
happens?
That's
It's
what's happening.
messing up your stomach right now.
It went up to my brain.
Oh,
It's just
shit, and it's
coating
bubbling your
my brain. Dang it. Wow.
Back to the Cowboys, though.
But yeah, the Cowboys are playing in London, I guess.
Yeah,
is
they
that
played
a
in
thing?
England.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean,
Well,
they
they
go over there
three or
just to
4 games to
increase
this season.
publicity and stuff.
Well,
I
you see,
guess.
the thing is, we're from San Antonio, everybody.
Yeah.
We've usually tried to tell you guys
Best
where we're
city
from.
ever.
The thing is that like here's the idea, and here's why San Antonio might not get a team.
Mhm.
I think that I've been reading into it a little bit, and it says that they want to move. So yeah, the owners using kind of us for like leverage to get them to build their main stuff.
A new
there.
stadium in Oakland. Oakland Raiders are
Mhm.
the team that are in talks with San Antonio. But
If they don't get to use that leverage, they're probably not going to move to San Antonio. They'll probably move to LA because LA, the NFL's always try to get a team in. It always wants to have a team in LA. It's like one of the biggest, like first or second biggest market in the nation.
yeah, oh yeah.
So they might just move from Oakland back to LA because they
If they
bounced
don't
there
get the
before.
stadium, it's
They
either
want
they're going to get a new stadium in Oakland or move to LA.
move somewhere else, and
Yeah.
I don't really think San Antonio is a possibility. And as far as London goes, this is why I think that because the NFL is doing an experiment to see how good football can get along in Europe. Back a few years ago, they used to have the European Football League, which was like the right under the NFL level. If you didn't make it to the NFL, you could go to Europe and play pro American football over there. That kind of folded after a while, but there's still a good fan base there. People in Europe still really dig American football. So the way I see it is, why would you want, say the Oakland Raiders came to San Antonio, roughly how many people you think live in San Antonio?
Millions? Maybe between 1 and 2 million, something like that.
Really?
I think we're over 1 million, right?
I don't think so. I think like Mexico City's got like 1 million people in it.
I think
doesn't it?
we hit the million mark in a second. But go on. I'll look that up on.
I think we have like hundreds of thousands of people here. And I think that in England, you're talking about the whole country now of England, you know what I'm saying? Which is probably like millions of people there. How many people?
2.27 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Look up how many people live in England.
Oh, well, probably more than that, I think.
Because, and I think this is where I was going with this story was,
It might be the London Raiders.
exactly. Why wouldn't you move Jacksonville Jaguars who are, losing, or the Raiders?
But it's the National Football League.
Well, of course, but they're trying to make as much money, and
Are we talking about London?
no, England.
The whole country of
Yeah.
England? Okay.
Because if there was a team, it would be based in London, of course, but it would be the English team. You know what I'm saying?
53 million.
So, what would you rather have? 2-point-something million people buying tickets and going to these events, or 55 million people buying jerseys and
Yeah,
you know
but
what
that's
I mean?
the whole country. That's different. I mean, if
It's an untapped
but
market,
they-
is what I mean. You
they,
know what I'm saying?
They would have the whole. If it's just one team, the whole country would go for that team probably.
That's what I'm saying.
But let's see. Okay, they have 8.42 million in just London.
So that's still,
So
and why would you? And the other basis thing is that the owners would have to
Well,
vote on this. So
well,
Jerry Jones
are
doesn't
they-
want to lose the San Antonio as the Cowboys
yeah,
fans.
I think that's one of the. I think the biggest reason why it's not happening is because the business opportunity.
We're smack in the
That's-
middle of Dallas and Houston. We'll be pulling away from them to make our own.
Yeah, because we have Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans, and if possibly San Antonio Raiders or whatever happens to that name. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for everything, because either the business lost by other teams or the fact that San Antonio doesn't have a lot of business anyway. Someone was talking to me about it. We only have like 4 major corporations based out of here, and they pretty much all go for the Spurs anyway right now. So there's not any more. They're not going to
Spurs
sponsor
joined
more.
forces with the city, they could probably get the Raiders in here, you know. And I think that'd be one of the only ways to do it, because the Spurs organization would have to have a hand in running the team. You know what I mean? And I think they'd go for. I think the city would go for that. I'm not sure the Raiders would, because they have their owner and he wants to do things the way he likes to be able to make him money. But and that's what I'm saying. It's like San Antonio is a small market considering LA. But if you look at London, which the whole country of England pulling for on that, and then it's a no-brainer. Where are you going to put a team?
Well, are they talking about moving a
Well, that's why they're playing games over there.
Just to test the waters?
To test how many people they can go to see the games. And so far, the turnout has been great. You know what I mean? They've been packed at Wembley Stadium. It's insanely packed, and it's like a soccer stadium, I believe. But they packed the people in there.
Well, speaking of that, they started a hashtag campaign, like most big organizations will do. If they're doing some event, they'll put out a hashtag, and hopefully it catches on. Unfortunately, well, it worked. I mean, the Cowboys did put out a hashtag.
It went viral.
It went viral. It was what they wanted. Unfortunately, I think it's had a negative reaction, because the hashtag they chose was hashtags Cowboys UK, which, I mean, that makes sense, right? They're in the UK, they're in the United Kingdom, so that's a good hashtag. Unfortunately, if you look at it, it looks as if you're saying Cowboys suck.
It looks like Cowboys suck.
Well, yeah, Dallas Cowboys, so it's has an S at the end with the UK, so it looks like Cowboys suck. I mean, if you say it quick.
And how did you hear about this?
It was just one of the trending hashtags.
It was trending
on
Let's go
on
look
Twitter.
at, because I'm wondering.
I don't know
what other teams do they do the same, like Jaguars UK? So it'd be like Jaguars suck.
Well, probably they'd be like, they'd say something different. They're like they'd say UK Jaguars, or they'd say it oppositely, or they put it in a different way.
So you think other teams would have done it differently?
I would think that someone should have seen that, like whoever's in charge of their social media thing, or whoever they appointed to do that, should have got their work checked and not done that. But I mean, but you never know how those things like those, how they fall through the cracks and whatnot. But yeah, Cowboys UK is a thing that's happening, and I know, like, if you look at it, I'm sure there's like memes and stuff about it and everything. But
they have the NFL UK. I'm curious to see, like, if, for example, the Jaguars put well, I mean, if they still put just Jags, it'd be like Jags suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. NFL UK though is a page here on Twitter. NFL UK followed around the NFL and foreigners. Let's see what they've got. How many? They've got 48.3 thousand followers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I guess that's a good thing. I mean, it's kind of weird that it's the National Football League, but it's like Toronto had a team for a while, and that's Canada, right? Toronto, not football, but basketball.
In basketball,
the Raptors, right? Or Toronto.
The Toronto Raptors are still there. They used to have Vancouver Grizzlies, which moved to Memphis now.
That's right. Yeah. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess that's just the name. It's not. I mean, they want as much people going and paying for stuff as possible, but Cowboys UK.
Yeah, Cowboys UK was awful. Yeah, look, this one says the same thing at Jaguars UK.
Yeah.
So it says at Jaguars suck.
So that's unfortunate.
Any team that ends in an S puts the UK in capital letters behind it.
Or put a underscore.
Yeah,
between it. Put a dash. Put a dash, or put Cowboys.
It looks like it says N-flunk. N-fluck.
Yeah. So I mean, or put put something between it, or Cowboys in UK or something like that.
Yeah, no crap.
I mean, cool. But that got me thinking, like, because I've always heard of some of the other, like, unfortunate hashtags, like unfortunate viral campaigns that companies do, and I looked up a list of them, and let me pull them up. Some of the ones I found. One of the funniest ones I found was I don't know if you know Susan Boyles, the singer Susan Boyles. She was on Britain's Got Talent or something, and she's not much to look at who she is, but but she has like this amazing operatic, like opera sounding singing voice.
Susan
like,
Boyle?
Susan Boyles, and she was, I mean, she like became like a star, and for it, and she came out with an album. So to make that album popular, she went on the Twitter, or her people went on the Twitter or whatever, however it worked. But they put a Susan album party, which, I mean, that's fine, right? Susan album party.
Susan album party.
If you're gonna have a party for your album release,
and your name is Susan.
And yeah, your name is Susan. It wouldn't make sense if your name wasn't Susan.
Nope.
So Susan album party. But if the way that they did it, they didn't capitalize the letters or anything to have distinction where the words are. So what they did was they put Susan album party, which if you look at it, it looks like Sue's anal bum party. Which is a whole different event.
Sue's anal bum party. That's
which Sue's, I mean,
sounds
possibly
like a great party.
Yeah, I guess you'd go.
Anal bum party. Is that what it said?
Yeah, Sue's anal bum party.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so not
people
good.
that really don't know how to use Twitter shouldn't.
I mean, there's millions of ways to
say anal bum party.
Yeah.
Why put Sue's in front of it?
Yeah, that's weird. No, I mean a million ways to say that you're releasing album release party.
Underscores, you guys. Underscores. You know?
Yeah, something like that.
Separate this stuff so we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, or put Susan album or CD release or something like that.
Susan CD release.
Yeah, something like that. But Sue's anal bum party. I don't want to know the people that kind of thing attracts. I guess.
I don't even want to Google that right now because
don't.
For fear of what might show up on screen.
Another one I found was a hashtag for the Chester Literary Festival. I guess it's a literary...
Chester Literary Festival. This one can't be that bad. Right?
Yeah, literary festival. I mean, about books. I mean, smart people read books. So yeah, so I'm sure their hashtag or their choice.
Ain't no bum party like bums, you know. So, oh my God! It's not a Susan no bum party.
But
oh fuck.
But yeah, so the Chester Literary Festival. I mean, I'm sure they're intelligent people. So how could their hashtag go wrong? Chester Literary
what?
Literary Festival. So they're having a book festival, a festival about books, which is a plausible thing to happen.
So say the way they thought it would sound before you say the...
So, Chester Literary Festival. So, a way to abbreviate Chester is just with C, right?
Okay, that's C.
So, literary, like if you were doing literary, if you wanted to make it shorter, you only have 140 characters to work with. You got to make that shorter. So, literary, I mean, LIT. That makes sense. And then festival, how would you... Fest. That's obvious. So obviously they just put those together. C lit hashtag C lit fest. Clitfest. So
that sounds like my kind of party. I don't know if I wanted to go to the Sue's Ain't No Bum party because the whole bum thing will probably creep me
between the two, which one would you rather go to?
Clitfest.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't want to bang no bums in the butt.
Oh no. But yeah. So not very good. Very good.
Clitfest sounds like a good time. It sounds like an erotica thing.
Well, maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they knew that was...
Maybe they wanted to get the pervs involved in the literary festival.
Pervs have money.
Yeah, that's... Maybe it's a porno festival of porn literature, you know?
Yeah, erotica.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What was it? Chester
Literary Festival.
Literary porn festival, that's what I think it was. And maybe if that is the case, they hit it right on the fucking head.
That's
score for Clitfest.
Genius marketing.
Yeah, or horrible marketing. Depends on which way they wanted it to go.
Depends. Chester could be...
I wonder how many people showed up and were like, we're here for Clitfest. And they're like, whoa, what?
We made shirts.
We made shirts.
No pants.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Either a really great move or a really bad move by the Chester Literary Festival.
That'd be funny if it's like the same marketing firm that did the Susan Anal Bum Party.
Yeah, they're just down to party.
They're just like going crazy. Let's see, another one. Okay, so Power Gen. I guess it's a company. It sounds like a technology company.
It sounds like a real good, strong.
Yeah,
strong, yeah, powerful name.
Power Gen and Next Gen. So I mean, it's
Power
like next
Gen.
generation. So Power Gen.
generators,
Yeah,
like
so
they've got the power, they got the force.
Whatever they do,
They
that's
use the force.
that's a strong name, and it must be a strong name because they're international. They got companies in Spain. They got companies in.
I thought you were gonna say space.
Maybe
space,
Power Gen.
Space.
I could see if I saw a rocket and I saw Power Gen on it, I wouldn't think that's weird at all. I'm like that's a great name for a rocket. But so they maybe have something in America. They have something in Mars and Jupiter. All the kinds of places. Uranus maybe.
I know they don't have anything there. I know for a fact.
But maybe they wanted to expand some more. So maybe they wanted to go to Italy, and in Italy they're the
Power Fest.
how they say Italy
Power Fest.
in Italy is like Italia.
Yeah. Italia Power Fest.
Yeah, so Power Gen.
Italia Power Gen.
In Italia, in Italy. So the hashtag they came up with, they wanted to market this new expansion, I guess, to their corporation. So they came out with hashtag Power Genitalia.
Oh yeah, I bet you this is all the same company.
The same company.
There's some company out there making millions for this fucking perverted ass
It's just
stuff.
like a 7th grader laughing to himself.
Yeah, there's like a think tank of 7th graders that like they say something and they just start laughing and like that's what we're going with. Just sell it hard.
But yeah, Power Genitalia. I mean,
that's a good one. I mean, I don't know, man. Power Genitalia. That sounds like some kind of awful porn movie. I wish I had my phone. It was charged. I'd be playing some music for it right now.
Oh no.
We should have played the porn music through this whole episode.
Yeah, this whole segment.
Yeah, the whole segment.
But let's see, another one that was pretty funny, and I don't really know much about this one. I guess there's a place in town. It sounds like an island.
Dr. Moreau's Island.
Maybe. I never saw that movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, one of my friends had to watch it for like some film class.
I'm gonna stick this gum under something.
Oh, you should swallow it.
Hold on, let me toss it
Okay.
like normal people.
Okay, normal. I'm normal.
Normal people don't eat gum.
Okay, but there's a place. It sounds like an island to me, but I have no idea. It could be not an island, but sounds like an island. But islands they have, or like cities, they have like Los Angeles.
Yes.
And I don't know what.
Cities of Los Angeles.
That's like the Angels, City of Angels. Like,
yeah.
What does Los mean? I don't know.
The love of
it's
angels.
It's like
Los Angels is the angels.
Okay, so it's like plural or something or something like that. But less.
Less is
maybe the same thing, but like women, like feminine.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well,
let me Google that. In Spanish, you mean?
That second one. Look that up.
Let's see.
That second one in red.
Okay, let's see what this is. B. So how long did it take you to come up to find all these?
It was a list I just found online. I just searched like unfortunate viral campaigns and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a bad one. This is a bad one.
So what? Okay, what is that? It's a place.
Look at the name of the website.
So it's just unfortunate all around.
This is whoever did this one really fucked them. It says Dave Robbins Arborist.
Okay, so it's not a place. It's like a company or something, or at least this
choosing. One. Oh, I wish we had a translator here.
Oh, is it in Spanish or something?
I don't know. I think this is French.
Oh, maybe.
Or arborist work.
Bocage.
Let's copy.
Bocage? I don't know how to say that word.
Let's copy this and see if we can get this translated. Okay, did I mean... Yes, that's what I mean, but I'd like to see this English, please.
Can
we put translate?
Looking up stuff right now.
Okay.
Trying to translate this, see what it talks about.
Let's see. No. Oh,
Okay.
wait, look, translate this page.
Alright.
Translate this page.
Alright.
Here we go. Can you provide a written estimate If the answer is no, reject this contractor. Can you provide written quote? If not, reject this operator. What qualifications do you have? An interpreter must have. Yeah, this is all like.
Okay, so it's about trees.
It's a French tree, like
Art person or grower or maintainer or something.
like
Arborist.
Well, it says arborist, but it could just be like those landscapers, bro.
Oh, maybe landscapers. Yeah. So they have a company.
Los Bacaches.
But yeah, it could be French or Spanish. Does it say what it is? Or French? It is French. So
Yeah,
it's
it says from French. I thought
Okay.
it was French.
So a French company, and they have this.
Bacaches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like it's lait, because you know that.
Les Bocaches.
Yeah.
Les Bo.
Never took French.
How do you say the Cages? Cages?
It could be like weird, like where they don't say the G or the S, or like they say something like
Les Boages.
something like that. So
I'm fucking French.
That sounded French to me.
That sounded good.
Probably,
It felt good.
Can you like translate just the B word, the bocages?
Okay, let's see what that is.
Just search it.
I bet you it's like
Trees.
tree. Is a Norman word entered in the French and English language. It may refer to a small forest.
Okay.
So it's like the forest.
Okay, so yeah, something like that. The
I wonder if
forest.
they can say it in here. You think they can say it?
Like pronunciation. I know sometimes.
Let's see. References, external links. I just want to see how the fuck this is.
Can you look it up in like the dictionary?
Let's see.
Or just put
Definition right here.
yeah, try that.
That's in French too.
Okay. I don't know if we can find it quickly, but that's fine.
I'll
So
find it quickly.
so you're an arborist, and you want a cool name. So and you're French.
Les Bocages.
The forest.
Of the small forest.
The small forest. You. So that's a fine name. I mean, there's nothing weird about that.
Nah, I mean, you know, they're arborists, they're landscapers. They probably do a really good job, and it's probably kind of artsy because they're French.
Yeah. So anything the French do, I mean, unless anything puts up resistance, then they surrender.
We have totally got to come up with a marketing company to start doing this stuff, because honestly, the guys who did all these other ones for the American hashtags we found are obviously branching off into France now.
They've gotten a San Antonio-based podcast to talk about it. So
Dude,
obviously it's
they
gone
are
viral.
Big.
If anything gets to Texas, I mean, we got prairies and we have to ride horses to deliver.
We got to come up with a good
mail.
hashtag for that.
For us, yeah. We have to think about something. We'll think
God.
about it.
Yes, we'll post them later in the week, you guys.
If we ever think about it. But okay, so Les Bocage.
Le Bocage.
Le Bocage.
Le Bocage.
The Small Forest, which is a fine name. Unfortunately,
Le Bocage.
whenever they do their website, it looked like this as well, and their hashtag.
Their website, the URL is fucked.
What it is, and if you want to look this up, it might, from our pronunciations, might be wrong, so you can't really get it. But the hashtag is Lesbo Cages.
Lesbo cages.
Lesbo Cages.
Because the French keep their lesbians in cages.
Oh, unlike America.
Yeah, where they let them get married.
we have free range farms for
free range lesbos in our country.
Yeah, it's more organic and green and
that is the most. You know, and the thing is that when you go, you mean in France, it's probably not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, lay, like LES, is like means I guess over there or something. Or because like Les Mis, like that Les Miserables or whatever it is like.
I thought that was Mexican. That's French.
Yeah, that's French. It's about the French Revolution and stuff.
Oh,
I think.
I don't think I read that. I was supposed to read the book. I maybe opened it once.
I saw the recent movie with
Wolverine.
With Wolverine and who else was in it? Catwoman.
Catwoman, Halle Berry.
No, Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
the new Catwoman.
Was the new Catwoman?
Catwoman in the movies. The new. You didn't see anything with the first one. She was in the third one.
Oh.
With Bane.
Obviously Michelle Pfeiffer. She was the original Catwoman, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
But Halle Berry, she's hot too.
Yes, Anne Hathaway.
Is Anne Hathaway hot?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
You've seen her. She's in the movies.
She's in movies.
Yeah. But
Lesbo Cages. Moving along.
Speaking of Anne Hathaway,
these guys have totally taking a fucking monopoly of like perverted hashtags in order to get their companies that they're working for more business in places the company aren't willing to go and look themselves.
So, speaking of...
That's breaking. That's fucking groundbreaking.
Yeah. Speaking of another hashtag that's seemingly fine. Say you went to college, you wanted to help people. And you didn't want to be a doctor or anything, you didn't want to get your hands bloody or anything, but you wanted to help people's minds. So you majored in therapy, right? So
Mind therapy.
Mind therapy. You wanted to open up people's brains and tinker around and help them.
Brain surgery, bro.
Oh, I mean, open up brains with your words.
With your thoughts, I was like, whoa, look.
You're carried.
You want to open up their thoughts with your mind.
Words.
Yeah, something like that. You're wrong. That's the right way.
You want to interpret their words that they say with your mind and say words to them to help them.
Say words that'll affect their mind.
Exactly. So you wanted to do that. You understand it.
I want to do it.
We're podcasters. We're camera people. We don't.
I'm a philosopher. I philosophize shit like on the rigs.
Oh man, you do. Can you come up off the top of your head? What's the saying that you say?
All we are is dust in the wind,
oh,
dude.
Snap. Wow.
Dust, wind, dude.
Oh,
ha, ha. You know where that's from, right?
Yeah, Bill and Ted. And
yeah.
We'll talk about this later.
He's a philosophizer. We'll philosophize with him.
recite some lyrics to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever wanted to go into a different line of work, you'd be perfectly suited to be a therapist.
I could totally get into people's minds with my thoughts, or my words, or get their words with my thoughts. Something like that.
So Patrick you become a therapist. I mean, you breeze through school because you pretty much know everything.
Smart as hell. Yeah.
You actually.
I get like a double bachelor degree in awesomeness of the mind.
Like the teachers, they're trying to teach you something. But then, while they're teaching you, you actually teach them. You change their lives.
I just can't help it, man.
You encourage like 5 teachers to talk with their parents that they haven't talked to in years.
Like their dead parents.
Yeah.
Probably.
You probably can see ghosts too, because you're on the next level.
I sense them. I can see stuff.
So you want to start your own business, right?
Yeah.
Business. I mean, you have a talent. Why do it for free?
Yeah, I could start a fucking phone line like Mama Cleo.
Like you've seen the second Batman. But you haven't. Everything.
Which one? The one with like Danny DeVito?
The newest Batman with Heath Ledger.
That's not the
Joker.
second one. That's like the 8th one then, right?
It's the second of the recent trilogy.
Well, what number is that in regular numbers?
Okay. Do you think we can name all of them?
There's
Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Okay, just the Batman.
No, yeah, but Michael Keaton was the first one. Was he in just one movie or was he in the 2?
Maybe 2.
And then was Val Kilmer in 1 or 2?
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2.
Okay, we're gonna say 3 to start with, and Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton might have been in a couple of those.
And then did it skip just to George Clooney, or is there another one between that?
I think it was George Clooney.
George Clooney, and he was in 2.
He was?
Yeah,
he was in 1.
I thought he was in. No, he wasn't. Batman and Robin.
Who was Batman and Robin?
Who was their villain? Ice guy.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. And then it just went to Christian Bale, right?
Okay.
Is there anyone in between there?
I don't think so.
No. And Christian Bale was in 3. And then Ben Affleck, obviously. I mean,
that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 8 Batmans. So you mean Batman number 5?
I don't know.
Probably.
The one with Heath Ledger as the Joker. And his saying, he says, I need to get you the movies. I need to do that.
So what did he say?
He said, if you're good at something, why do it for free? Because he was talking about killing.
I'm good at sex.
Okay.
No, I mean I haven't charged anybody ever for that shit.
Well, you're not doing it right.
Oh my god.
But
I gotta go.
But you're. I quit. I have a better system.
I just found my calling, bro.
But
I've been just giving it away.
So so you start a therapy place, and you become a therapist.
Sex therapist.
Oh, maybe. Why not? I guess you're talented in that.
I just figured it all out, bro.
But so you start a business and
no,
I have plenty of references.
All right.
But so you start a business, and what would you do to let people know?
I'd start a Twitter hashtag.
Oh, okay.
A really perverted.
You started Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a sex therapist.
So maybe you dispense some general advice.
Whoa, dispense some what?
General advice.
Oh, yeah.
So like on your Twitter, like you'd say like
you dispense all over the internet.
All we are is dust in the wind. You'd say that.
Yeah.
But maybe you want to put some hashtags on there, so if people are searching for something, they'd find it.
You're losing me. What do we get into? What do we get into?
So therapist. So if you type that out, all lowercase, it looks like the rapist.
Yes.
So
the rapist. I'm a phlebotomist. I'm a full-on rapist. You know, kids, old people.
So that's unfortunate. I mean, how would you get a lot of weird customers?
What was the hashtag?
It's just therapist. So
hashtag therapist.
Hashtag the rapist.
Hashtag the rapist.
Yeah. So. Oh
my god.
So it's unfortunate for that whole industry.
You want to put like sex the rapist?
Oh no.
That would be awful. You see, I couldn't do that. I have to like come up with something nicer to say. Oh, like you can follow my hashtag. Sex the rapist.
Just got a touchdown.
Really? Let's go and check this out.
Real quick, we're right in the middle of
we're going into our fantasy football segment.
Okay, that was enough for that. Yeah, so think about your hashtags, people, obviously.
Really don't do anything too stupid with your hashtags. And I mean, when you're typing it out, you can tell. I mean, show it to a friend, perhaps, because I'm sure, like, in your mind, it's the therapist. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I said this awesome thing. Like, one of the sayings that I always say is, if you aim at the ground, you'll never miss. So
aim low.
Aim low. That's my philosophy in life.
Oh, my God, Jimmy.
So if I say that...
You got to swing for the fences, boy.
Hashtag no. If you swing to the fences, you might miss.
Hashtag no.
That's the worst advice ever. If you swing for the fences, there's like...
No, just keep swinging till you knock it out of the park.
There's 10 things that could happen where you fail. You can miss the ball, you can get a splinter from the bat, you can miss the fence, you can hit your friend, you can have a heart attack.
No, you want to keep trying to go for the home run until you hit it.
If you have a ball and you
want two.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So if you have two and you want... But I don't think you want to throw them anywhere.
No.
But if you want to throw them at something, you might miss that something. Like, say you want to hit, like, the stop sign or something. Or
maybe, like, shake them at people.
No. But
people not named Jimmy, you're safe.
But if you aim it at the ground, you'll never miss. That's all I'm saying.
If I aim them at the ground, then I'm dragging them.
That's fine.
Dude,
someone might like that.
We're having a freaking internet experience right now.
Okay, I can look up everything. Okay. Let me see.
Let me look up too.
All right, I am going against the Bruiser Brigade, and I'm winning right now by like 30 points.
We're like the Loser Brigade.
Oh snap!
He's won his total slowly put together a couple wins, man. He's up to 3 wins now. He fucking vultured Mike Evans from the free agent pool because I dropped him because he hadn't done me crap, and I needed to pick up another running back, so I did, but Mike Evans has been scoring 30 points in our league for the last 2 weeks, this week and last week.
Yeah, so he's got a couple people playing right now. Darren Sproles is playing tomorrow.
He's got Brandon Marshall.
And Brandon Marshall playing tonight. And I have only 2 people left, and they're both playing today. Eddie Lacy and then my kicker.
Eddie Lacy's
Crosby.
already gone over. He's already over his projection.
Yeah, I mean he needs to get my full team projection. I need like 30 more points. I'm projected like 190. So I hope I win. I really hope I win. And let's see, how are you doing? You're killing it. There's no, you don't even have to look at this. 229 to 91. He still has a couple people though.
He's got Mark Sanchez, who Jared Silverman, our buddy, hates with a passion, and is
he
adamant.
was on the Jets, right?
He was a butt fumble guy.
Oh.
And he's adamant about it. If you give him enough time, he'll find a way to screw it all up for the Eagles.
But so you're gonna win. I mean, you're pretty much going to be the high scorer of the week, and you're wasting it against Cody.
Well, I mean, I beat Joe Anthony last week, and this week I'm beating Cody, and both of them are tied with me for 4th place.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because they beat me.
If Izzy loses as well, then I play you and Jared in the next 2 weeks. So if I can put if I can come out of the next 3 weeks with 2 wins, I can probably jump into 3rd to 2nd spot. And you can't sleep on the scallywags, my friends. We are still champions. We won the championship last year, and we're coming for it again this year.
So I hope Izzy loses. We've seen Izzy on the podcast before.
Yeah.
That guy.
That guy.
I hope he doesn't win. He's gotten lucky a lot this season, I think. But
If he wins tonight, he's in sole possession in first place. Especially if Jimmy and Jared don't win, which it's looking like a real tight contest with Jimmy and Juan and Jared Rules.com and Muscle Love 365.
So pretty much every matchup this week, except for like Bill and Danny, are the ones that really matter.
I don't understand how Bill could beat Danny without even trying. He doesn't even like set his lineups. And
like
poor
weeks.
Danny is still trying.
Yeah, Danny's had some issues with his team.
And Cody
legal
is
troubles.
just freaking. Yeah, Danny drafted Adrian Peterson and Ray Rice, and both of them he dropped both of them.
Yeah, they dropped both of them. Oh, no. But yeah, that's our.
Peyton Manning gave me 4 touchdowns today just before we go. Kick the Oakland Raiders' butts. Who was the big points for your team this week? Big points.
No one really. I don't.
Peyton Manning got me 60 points. Justin Forsett got me 38. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 players that got me over 20 points. So I'm at 229 right now, and I'm waiting for Alshon Jeffrey to get above 8 points because he's only got 8.
No one really on my team went above and beyond. Jimmy Graham.
He was a beast.
Jimmy Graham got me the most, 20 and only 29 points. So
who got you the least?
Larry Miller or Lamar Miller?
Lamar Miller from the Dolphins.
Yeah, which I want running back numbers from him, and he got me crap kicker numbers. But that
my
sucks.
tight end gave me 3 points, so he was the only one that had. Alshon Jeffrey's about to go under if he doesn't do something soon. It's 35-0. Green Bay's got Chicago's number.
Oh no! Well, that's good. That means they'll give it to Lacey and run, right?
Yeah, they're going to be running the rest of the game.
Good. I like that. So I hope I win this week, and
that's our fantasy football moment.
I hope you. Who are you going against?
Cody.
I hope you win. Well, you're gonna win. There's got to be.
I beat the 2 guys that I was tied for 4th place with, so I'm good.
You beat the 2 guys the only 2 guys that beat me. So
I got them back.
Thank you. That's podcast host. That's.
Yeah, that's a brother's shit.
Wires are thicker than blood and water.
Yeah.
Mixed together.
Now this, beer is pretty thick too.
Oh, okay. I'll buy you a beer.
I just drink it.
Oh, beer's gross though. Okay, so let's see. We talked about the unfortunate hashtags. Some other news that kind of came about, and we're kind of running low on time, but sequels. What do you think about sequels?
I heard that the director from Guardians of the Galaxy said he's already contemplating doing a 3rd one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I agree.
They said that
it's such a good movie. So.
That the 2nd one, they want to go into more about Star-Lord's father. And they said they do a 3rd one. They want to go more into the backgrounds of the other characters. Mm-hmm. He also said that he was always envisioned the Guardians of the Galaxy with 2 to 3 females in the group. So they might be bringing on some more.
Some other ones. That's fine. I mean, that movie was so good, looked awesome, written amazing.
That ending is kick ass too.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't like the ending. It seemed kind of ridiculous, and it was but
it was kind of like rushed to that point. I feel like, and then at that point, it really did. I don't think it's bad.
It's not in theaters anymore. Is it in theaters anymore?
Nah, spoil it for us.
Spoil it. Okay, so the ending. I mean, the essential of the whole plot is a guy named Ronan, the accuser, wanted to destroy this planet because they broke a treaty, or they didn't like him.
What was it?
Xandar. They wanted to destroy Xandar. So he was enlisting the help of Thanos to destroy the planet, and Thanos was like, "Get me this orb," which turns out to be an Infinity Stone. I think the Power Stone.
Yeah, they're the Infinity Stones.
So he wanted to get that, and Ronan was all like, "Sure, I'll get that." So he eventually gets it somehow throughout the movie. But instead he thought like, oh, this is an Infinity Stone. I'm just going to use it myself to destroy the planet.
It's his power, yeah.
Yeah. So all he has to do is touch the stone to the planet, and it'll destroy it. If it touches organic matter, it destroys that. And the bigger the organic matter, the bigger the explosion. So
bigger the destruction.
So he can just kill the planet. So he does this, and the Guardians of the Galaxy are essentially going to stop him. Want to stop him because they. It's bad. They turn out to want to say stop him from doing that. So during the climax of the battle, when Ronan's just about to freaking throw it his little weapon with the stone in it on the planet, Star-Lord just starts dancing and singing distract him. Essentially, his plan was to distract him, and it worked. And then Rocket Raccoon and Drax, or Rocket Raccoon built a gun, and Drax shot him. So, but that ending where the almighty Ronin gets distracted.
Yeah,
by,
it's ridiculous. But I mean, he's an alien. He doesn't see people dancing. He doesn't hear music like that.
It's true.
He has no idea what the hell this guy's doing. For all he knows, he's casting a spell. You know what I mean?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I know, but still, I mean, that's like one of it's. But
it's
the thing,
ridiculous.
But the thing is, it is ridiculous, and even in the context of like the dramatic part of the climax of the movie and things like that, it's kind of ridiculous. But I didn't mind it because that whole movie never took itself seriously. I mean, the actor that played Star-Lord always was cracking jokes.
Yes.
And Rocket Raccoon,
Yes.
like whenever they had their little hero moment where they're all like, let's stop this, and then Rocket Raccoon's like, oh, fine, I'll do it, and then he stands up and he's like, oh, great, I'm standing up. We're just a bunch of idiots standing up now.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they never took that movie too seriously, so I didn't mind it. So they can make, as long as they have a good writer and stuff, they can keep making
I think the part where he caught the stone kind of makes that dancing part. I'm all right with it after that.
Yeah, I mean that it didn't just that happen and then they shot him and that was it. It was a good movie. So if you haven't seen that yet, oh my god, watch it.
Are missing out.
But sequels. So a few sequels were announced. Some sequel news. Star Wars. They're coming out with the Episode 4.
Tell us the name.
It's Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
That's a good name.
What does that mean?
That means that they're going to go back and make this. I hope give us some background into the way the Force started up.
But it's happening after Episode 3, right?
Well, then they fucked up.
So wrong then.
This is another prequel. Fuck.
No. The Force Awakens. And Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks isn't in this one. They're gonna keep trying to make that guy.
The Force Awakens. So maybe it's just gonna become more mainstream. The Force, Jedi's and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to read too much into it because I want to see it.
The way I think is being that it's after the fact, and being that one of our colleagues here, Chris, he's read a lot of these books, and from what I understand, the children of Skywalker and Solo and all them, they grow up to be a little stronger than their parents were. So I'm assuming that the Force Awakens is meaning like they're gonna
through the kids. That makes
kids
sense.
Are somehow more powerful.
So the Force itself isn't being awakened because it's already awake and exists. The Force in the children are gonna be.
They're gonna start realizing they have the powers, and I think that it also means that the Force is gonna be stronger with them, so they might be able to do things that Skywalker's and Yoda and some of the other Jedis haven't been able to do. Kind of like in those video games, they have like that Force shock, like the Emperor uses, and they have like the Force lift and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I expect to see stuff like that, but like taken to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't want to know much about it. Like same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. I went in that without as much information as possible, so I could just enjoy the movie, and it worked.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see that, and it's in good hands. J.J. Abrams is a nerd, so I don't mind him doing it.
Speaking of the superheroes, what do you think about the Hulkbuster costume again?
Okay.
I've been reading more into that, and they're saying that how in the trailer there's a spot at 55 seconds into it, or 54 seconds in, where there's this guy with like these weird colors on his back that rolls over after catching this person through like a smashing window, and they claim that that's Vision, the newest Avenger that they're supposedly supposed to put back out. I saw it again, and it could be somebody like that, or it could just be somebody with like a really crazy patterned shirt on. You know what I mean?
Well, the Vision isn't going to be in the movie. He is.
Yes,
he is. The Vision in like China or something, they came out with this display, and it showed all the Avengers, and then they had Vision like floating
like
over in the side,
looking backwards or something.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
And so he is going to be in it. I didn't think they were going to show him in the trailer, so maybe it is. I need to look back into it.
Well, that's what the thing is. That I read like some forum that was talking about like how they believe that Ultron was he's a program, so that he downloaded himself into one of the Iron Man suits that that put itself into the Hulkbuster in order to put himself into the Hulkbuster suit in order to fight the Hulk. So it's not Iron Man, it's Ultron in the Iron Man suit.
That's the reason why he's fighting.
His program took over the Iron Man suit, put himself in the Hulkbuster to whip up on the Hulk. And that makes sense, because Ultron is the program.
And you kind of think, why would Iron Man be fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to see it. It just looks.
It looks good.
Avengers is a great movie. I've watched it probably like dozens of times since it's been out. It's on Netflix. So anytime I can't think of anything to watch, I just want to go to sleep. I'm
waiting for Thor 2 to come out on there, man. I've seen that one like 2 or 3 times, so I enjoy that one still.
Yeah, so I like Avengers. I like that Marvel universe.
Oh, I told you the other day too that I saw the trailer that they had at the Comic-Con where they released the dates for the Avengers Infinity Stones, or the Infinity Wars, which is the stones that Thanos is trying to collect in order to put together the Infinity Gauntlet. And I think it's 2018, 2019.
Yeah, and I
cannot wait for that. I love those comics.
I posted a picture about some of the releases. Yeah, and we've seen, how many are there? 5 or 6 or 8 or.
All the ones coming out? I'm not even sure.
Well, no, how many stones are there?
There's 5. There's 1 on each finger and 1 in the center that's for the thumb.
So 6.
Yeah, maybe 6 of them. I don't know if the thumb has one. I think the one on the back is supposed to be for the thumb.
Okay.
But it might be 6.
Okay. So we've seen 3, right? We've seen the Tesseract. We've seen the Ether. That was in the Dark World. Thor 2, the Dark World. Then we've seen the Orb, the power one, in Guardians of the Galaxy. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think maybe 6. I think that sounds. 6 sounds right, but it could be 5. They could change it to 5. I don't know. But yeah, I think how are we on time right now? What's the?
We still got a few more minutes. What were some of the other movies that you heard?
Yeah, so some other sequels that have been announced. Toy Story 4.
All the Toy Stories are pretty good. Like you were talking with the other day with Bill, they most of the time put in some adult kind of content.
Yeah.
All that connotations.
Pixar's really good about that.
So that it's good for kids and it's good for children.
Yeah, I really.
It is 6 of them.
Okay, I really liked Toy Story. Of course, it was like a really good movie. Toy Story 2 was really good. I didn't much care for Toy Story 3.
Really?
Maybe I didn't give it enough. Give it enough credit because I was older when it happened, but I didn't much like it. I don't think I've seen it. I haven't seen it more than like the one time I saw it. So as long as it's got like a good story, I'm probably gonna watch it no matter what at some point. Maybe not in theaters, but at some point. And then Joe Dirt 2. Were you a fan of Joe Dirt?
Yeah, but I mean, I hope he found his parents. What else could Joe Dirt possibly do?
Well, he found his parents and then rejected them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then with Brandy, he got with Brandy. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they. What's the guy's name? David Spade?
Yeah.
Tweeted a picture with like the script and then a mullet wig. Mm-hmm. So it's like, uh-oh, this is happening. So maybe like a kid or something, I don't know. Oh no, did they end up having a kid?
Well, I don't know. They had a little bit about his childhood.
Okay, maybe that's Remember a Baby.
Yeah.
But Joe Dirt 2, I liked it. It was,
I liked it too,
I don't know where that's gonna go.
Yeah, that's not.
Like it has some really good quotes in it. Really, really funny. Like the "Life's a Garden," dig it.
I like that.
That's a good one. Keep on keeping on. All the Joe Dirt.
What was it? Yeah, the
like, you wanna step up to me? Talking to the mic. I got a backup mic right here.
Yeah, the fist.
All those had Kid Rock. Whoever played Brandy, I can't think of her name. I don't know if I ever knew her. She's really attractive.
I don't know it either, but I think she's hot.
What else? Yeah, I mean, it's all good. It's one of those like guilty pleasure movies. Like you wouldn't brag to people that you just bought Joe Dirt and stuff, but it's one of those funny movies. And let's see what else. That's all I got. That's really like the main things I got. So
I found the Infinity Gems. The green one is the Soul Gem. It says allows user to steal, control, manipulate, and alter souls living or dead. The orange one is the Time. Allows the user total control over the past, present, and future. Allows time travel, can age and de-age beings, and also be used as a weapon by trapping enemies or entire universes in unending loops of time. At full power, grants omniscience,
Let's see.
omniscience.
Yeah, I never.
The soul
that's not
gem is a
omniscience.
sentient for hunger for souls. It is often considered the most dangerous and corrupt. So the green one is probably the worst one.
Mm-hmm.
Mastery of the gem would allow the user to control all living life in the universe.
I mean, we haven't really figured out which ones are which, right?
It says purple is space. Allows the user to exist in any or all locations, move anywhere throughout the reality, or warp to rearrange space. Full potential, it grants omnipresence.
Omnipresence, okay. That's all places at once.
But this is Wikipedia, so they simultaneously. When searching for it, the Grandmaster apparently discovered that the Mind Gem was the manifestation of the universal subconscious. That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
The Reality Stone,
like
which is the yellow.
The rapist stuff.
Yeah, that's like hashtag the rapist shit. The Reality Stone is the yellow one. Allows the user to fulfill wishes, even if the wish is in direct contradiction with scientific laws. Occasionally slated to be the most powerful of the gems, it wielded without the other gems to keep its reality-altering powers from accidentally surging out of control. Occasionally stated to be the most powerful of them. So it won't go out of control. During the storyline where the Hood had control of the object, at one point rapidly cycled through multiple alternate universes, apparently showing its ability to not only control reality but travel through different realities as well. Wow. The red one, power, accesses all power and energy that has ever or will exist, and can boost the other gems' effects. Allows the user to duplicate almost any physical superhuman ability, and grants omnipotence.
All powerful.
That's some pretty deep shit.
So, and that's from the comics. That's obviously from comics. So, in the cinematic universe, they may change it up, and I don't know. There's been a lot of theories about which ones are already out. They think the one in Guardians of the Galaxy is the power gem, but I don't know.
It might just be a different color, but yeah, because I think it was a purple color in that one.
I don't remember. Oh, well, there it is. Power is red, and it was purple in the movie. So, is that it right there? That's what we've seen. Okay, that might not be rare because it says Loki's staff is one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ether, the orb, and the tesseract. So we'll see. I'm excited. I freaking love all those movies. I hope they're all good.
Me too.
Ant-Man, I think, is the next one that's coming out.
Paul Rudd.
Or Avengers 2 is probably the next one.
That's next summer. 15.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, awesome things happening. So kind of lessons of this podcast episode. We got double check your hashtags.
Yes.
Draft Peyton Manning.
Yes. Peyton Manning is the man.
What else? Watch movies.
Every superhero movie you can ever find.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty good lessons.
Very good lessons.
I mean, that'll get you probably through like 30 years.
Anybody could be a mind therapist if you aim for the stars, swing for the fences.
No.
Yes,
aim for the ground, you'll never miss.
Yes. Aim for the fences, man. Swing for the fences, guys.
What if you
hit the home run?
What if you hit the fence and
go over the fence? I hope it busts through the fence like a ball of fury, like the Tesseract just exploding through the other side.
But you swing for the fences, so if you hit the fence, it could break the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you break the fence?
Because you're fucking awesome.
What if someone's dog gets out of that fence now? And they lose their dog. Wow.
There would be a dog on the field?
Yeah. On National Pet Day. Bring your pet to work, and it's this third baseman's.
Swing for the fences unless it's National Pet Your Dog at Work Day.
Check the calendar before you swing for the fences.
Definitely. Definitely. And if you do hit the fence, patch the hole up. It's one thing to be awesome, but you must be responsible.
Well, with great power comes
with
great responsibility.
Dust in the wind, dude.
Oh snap! Okay, but that's episode 38 of Thinking Outside the Pod. You know the routine. Check our Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Go find us on iTunes and Stitcher. Rate, comment,
repeat.
Exactly. Yeah. Make several accounts. Yeah. No one knows. But yeah, new episodes every Monday. So see you next week.
Bye bye, guys.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our video, guys.
Before you leave, don't forget to rate and subscribe so you'll be informed for all of our future updates.
Make sure you visit our social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, or visit the website, thinkingoutsidethepod.com. All the links will be in the description below.